welcome to the lesson about style references and image references. This is a I repeat, very important lesson just because this is what really changes the game in our case because we're going to create great results in Midjourney, and this is the thing that helps me a lot. And I think that before discovering how to use it properly or before discovering how to really work with it, I didn't have any chances to create great images because it's really what changes the game, as I said before. It's a very, very important lesson, and I think probably one of the most important to create your own visuals later, to experiment, because parameters are great, but what really varies, what really impacts the image is image generation, image style reference, and image reference itself. So first of all, let's start with style reference and what this is exactly. This is a parameter, but it's a very cool thing if you want to create something unique, because there are millions, thousands, no one knows how many parameters of style references in Midjourney, and you can discover your own by tapping this one. So style references parameter looks like this, sref, and after that you need to type random and look what happens. So Midjourney will take this prompt with these images and create absolutely different style with the same prompt. It will look like this. I already created one before we did this one, and it created this. So it's absolutely exact prompt, exact other parameters, chaos, aspect ratio, just added the random style reference code. We can copy it if we really like the result. It's not my style, so if I really like the result, I would just tap and then copy it and save somewhere else, like in your notes, just to not forget about that. And you actually can create any other pictures, any other objects, anything, but the style will look like this throughout the whole style, throughout the whole images. So let's just try it, and I copied it, and let's use the other prompt. Let's say extreme, let's say cat walking, and see what happens in the same style. And meanwhile, we had our new style reference code with this unique code, and every other prompts that we will use with these codes, the style, the main idea will be this. So it's basically just some, I don't know, something abstract details blended with realism. It's interesting. You should definitely experiment. So now you will see what happened to a cat prompt with our style reference is basically very alike to this one, because the main style features were pink, some ink graphics, and throughout the whole images you can see how the style really affected just the simplest prompt cat walking. So style references is the one that you really should try before creating this page. And when I was an illustrator, I tried to find the unique style and let's try again. So style reference, we want to try again. We just delete this and again use random and see what happens on the simple prompt with the skin and close up women face. So see, it's a very, I just repeated the style reference that we got from the from this style reference image. And let's see once again, let's try once again. It's super fascinating, it's super fun. I tried a lot, and I found some styles that I really would love to use it in my illustration career. And sometimes people share their style reference codes on X, or if you just follow some AI influencer, then they also share sometimes. It's really fun to collect and to try them. So basically there's like, I don't know, millions of variation of these codes. So just imagine how how awesome results we can have just by tapping it again and again and again. This is what I did when I was trying to find an illustration style for my images that I will use as references for my art. And it was really awesome. Some results were great. This is really one of the best probably features on Midjourney, because you can't have it nowhere else, only here. I really love it. Just look here, like just imagine that if you find the right style reference for you, you can create the whole grid in your Instagram account and it will all look the same style. It's endless possibility. This is my favorite feature, and I really wish that I could find something more aesthetic, because it mostly creates this dramatic looks, and it's very hard to find something truly aesthetic like the models that I create. So actually it's really helpful when you're going to create, probably when you are social media manager and you're going to create many visuals for a company, or if you already have a company and you want all your images to fit one style. This is a great thing to get the basic prompt, and then with style reference random, just try to find your own and do all the images for your brand in one style. This is really convenient. Once again, it's not super useful in the modeling stuff, because it creates more dramatic results and we need more aesthetic ones. So for these purposes, we will use another thing, and we will talk about this later in once again in the lesson for AI modeling, AI fashion. But for style references, it's also very good if you want to be if you want to stand out and not to be like others and not to create typical AI generations. This will help you a ton, and I think that I got hundreds of style references, and even started to create a book of it, because the images and the styles sometimes are so great that you actually can start and just try to create a book out of it to use it later for your own purposes, or to use it as a guide for your followers. It's also a good way to monetize your AI, because people really want to know all this style reference codes without without investing too much time in it, because it's time consuming if we're talking about great results. Once it's one thing to just get random results, but it's absolutely another thing to get the best result, and it takes time. So it's a great way to monetize as well. I really love it. Really love this style references. It's just random, even when creating this course, we may discover something absolutely unique, and this is a very interesting thing to know, that you can actually create absolutely masterpieces during just randomly search for random style reference codes. So there are a lot of it in Midjourney. Once again, you should definitely try it, and let's try not only with people, but to show you that it also work with architecture. Let's say we'll remove the stylize and just add style ref random with the same reference. Once again, when you got the code, when you have this code, if we this code, we can once again just edit it to I don't know, once again, barking dog, let's say. Very simple one, just so you can get an idea how it influences the whole picture. And once again, the new style reference code, absolutely different design. Let's try once again. The design is different, and if you want to create the whole house, let's say if you're creating a reel with a house and you like this particular style reference code, just copy the code and create different rooms. This prompt, for example, the classic hallway, we can always change it modern classic bedroom and change all the other details. And let's say modern classic bedroom, let's just try to see that they will match in the style, which means that we can create a whole wheel. It's a sequence of stories, a sequence of videos. They'll be all in one style. Very useful. And once again, the barking dog matches the style here. So once again, if we would create a reel out of it, just adding the style reference would kind of mix all the pictures together in the reel, just because it will look similar. And a modern classic hallway,